Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So today's video we're going to be doing a rank up of a champion that I have kind of pondered about for a really long time, and I think the main reason why I do want to rank up this champion in particular is because I do think she is underrated. I have come to appreciate her more over time, and even if it turns out to be one of those guilty pleasure rank ups that I do just because I can, I'm perfectly fine with it because this champion is also really fun, and we're gonna get to that in a second. But before I actually get to the content of the video, I just wanted to once again pay my respects to Chadwick Boseman. I wanted to encourage people to change your profile pictures to Black Panther Civil War for next week or so, just as a sign of paying out respect. But now let's move on from this extremely sad news to the actual content of the video. So the champion that I am talking about obviously was Elsa Bloodstone. I have her as a rank 4 5-star. I did take her up a while ago, and I do enjoy her as a rank 4 5-star. However, I think she does need to be ranked up, well, first of all, fully in order for me to be able to appreciate her fully in today's content, because there are so many kind of like max level characters and the opponents are so beefy, and rank 4 doesn't really quite cut it in many places, or certainly, well, could be better. And she's also unawakened, which I also think could have been one of the things that kind of like held me back against appreciating her to the fullest, because she does not necessarily have to be awakened, but her awakened ability gives her very nice bonuses and extra damage against I think XL champions and Science champions. So we're actually going to check that out in a second. So I have maxed out my Elsa Bloodstone. I'm going to give her my one and only skill awakening gem, and I'm also going to sig her up a bit. So first I'm going to take her to sig 20. I'm going to read her signature ability, and then I'm going to take her to sig 200. So let's read what her signature ability does at base, because like that is the most common signature level in the champions, I suppose. As always, connection errors. My apologies for that, but not much I can do about that. Okay, so signature ability. When fighting Science champions, critical hits with Hellfire rounds deal an additional 758.96 damage. When fighting large or extra large champions, critical hits with Behemoth Busters deal additional 758 damage. Elsa's critical damage rating is increased by 139 when fighting the final node in Quest. So I do think those are worthwhile benefits to have for the character. So initially, for now, I think I'm going to take her to sig 100, and then if I use her more, I'll just max her out completely. I do have quite a lot of skill signature stones, and in addition to that, I have a whole bunch of generic ones as well from side events, 4th of July and that kind of stuff. So now she's going to go to sig 100. Just need to wait for Kabam to allow me to actually give her these signature stones, because you know they're always so I just love these connection issues when you try to sig up champions. Come on, any day now. Any day now. That is perfect in the middle of recording video. Okay, so now here we go, 100. So that basically doubled the damage, and I also increased critical rating damage by, well, factor of 2. And now, no, it's not going to be daily quests. We're going to bring her in special quests. I'm going to take in Elsa Bloodstone in Realm of Legends with some of her synergies active. But obviously keep in mind that Winter Soldier is not going to be an extra large or large champion, and Winter Soldier certainly isn't a Science champion. If it goes quite fun, which it might, I might make my way down to Rhino, which should be significantly more interesting with class advantage, the extra damage and all that kind of stuff. So now let's see, and I'm not the most experienced Elsa Bloodstone player. I have to warn people of that. And yeah, but I definitely look forward to making more videos about her. Uh-oh, missed a bullet. So I want to use level 1 first to get the Hellfire reloading cycle going, because every time we reload, my offensive power rate is increased. Also, that nice precision buff is obviously going to be super helpful. But now I want to build up to level 3, I think, to get my cruelty stacks going. And let's just start the reload here. Let's drop the level 3. Level 3s are quite important, I think, in longer fights. In shorter fights, they're definitely not necessary. But those cruelty stacks will obviously increase my damage. And for Elsa Bloodstone, obviously, there are 2 completely different damage levels. For one, when she is running Suicide Masteries, and for one, when she is not running Suicide Masteries. So I did that on purpose with the Thekiryu aid, just to get some more of these debuffs active. And now what I want to do is I want to get to a level 2. And completely empty the clips as much as I can, because this should be some very nice damage here. I shot it a bit prematurely. It's kind of interesting to follow all of these reload mechanics and where you're up with your bullet as well. I do find it quite enjoyable. Okay, now let's go for a big push there. And now I have a whole bunch of let's go for level 1. We still have all our cruelty stacks. Certainly it doesn't hit the hardest, especially without suicides in this matchup in particular. But once we get to the Rhino, where we're gonna have all the bonuses for Rhino being extra large character and all that, should be doing a lot better. Oh, I've actually forgot the most important synergy, which is Tiger Synergy. Tiger Synergy does extend the duration of debuffs, and that helps her damage output quite significantly. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that synergy. But yeah, certainly the fight length here is, well, quite long at this point. But the damage towards the end, for sure, is not too bad. But yeah, so this was not like the best example of Elsa. So we had 162. I want to see actually if I take out something for Tiger, because I think I'm just gonna swap out that Quake synergy. I do not necessarily have to rely on it as much. Tiger is another champion that I'm considering taking out, because I do find her quite fun. I do think she's a good champion. I don't think Tiger is the greatest champion, but I definitely know that Tiger is quite fun to play, and that would more than likely be another one of those guilty pleasure rank ups. But let's go with Elsa now. Hopefully these extended debuff durations will make a significant difference now. Okay, so we spent the first 6 rounds here. Now I want to build up to level 3 basically. Just dropping all of my behemoth rounds, I believe they're called. Okay, now Hellfire, because this will trigger auto evade. And yeah, so first fight was 160 something hits. I think this should be quite significantly lower now. So you're gonna get the 3 cruelties. We have bullets on reload. Now I need to go for my level 3. Sorry, level 2. Deal lots of solid, good, hard-working damage. Need my bullet to reload a bit quicker. Okay, I think this should be quite nice now. We have 6 behemoth rounds, 4 incinerate ones. And our power gains actually increased quite substantially as well at this point. So I'm going to drop this level 2. Get some more incinerate rounds active. And perfect, that timed out perfectly here. Come on, do you want to take away all by yourself there, big boy? There we go, didn't even have to touch him towards the end. So yeah, I'm not gonna do any more fights because I don't want to stretch out this video, so that synergy with Tiger certainly did help quite a bit, and it did make the entire fight kind of like feel better because I was able to have debuffs at him pretty much the entire time. I will in the upcoming days definitely play about more with Elsa, probably play about more with her in some live streams, and then at some point I will post a full-on guide to Elsa, how to use her the best, at least the way I think she needs to be used, and maybe release some other kind of fun videos, and definitely showcase her with Suicide Masteries as well, because she is arguably the best auto questing champion in the game. With her evade mechanics and all that cool stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna get to that in the upcoming days. Meanwhile, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the buttons, and I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya!